Hey lovely soul! Today's video is going to be so much fun because I have a gorgeous new crochet sweater pattern which is going to look amazing on that man in your life. And if you'll remember, we introduced its sister version Aelinn, the one that I'm wearing right now, a few years ago, so you can totally make both. I'm also going to be talking about color and how to best choose the color for your projects that just lights your heart up, you love it so much and you want to wear the daylights out of your project. This handsome sweater pattern is named Allyn and it's so snuggly and it's so cozy and I think it looks so gorgeous on my hubby. All I've ever wanted in life is for Tim and I to match every single day, and so now we can, at least when we're wearing these sweaters. I love it. Allyn has this beautiful textured stitch, which is very simple to work and it is very snuggly. So you're definitely gonna wanna drink some apple cider and feel very cozy indeed when you're wearing this. It features beautiful crocheted ribbing around the neck and the hem and the sleeves. And if you have never worked crocheted ribbing before, have no fear, because we're gonna link below to my tutorial on the Aelinn version where I walk you through just how fun and approachable crochet ribbing actually is. In that video, I show you how to get started making your crochet ribbing, how to join it in the round, how to begin your body stitches for the sweater, and how to finish off with ribbing. This cozy pattern is worked from the bottom up in the round, and then you work all the way up to the armholes, and then you're gonna work the front and the back panels in rows back and forth, and then you're gonna seam them at the shoulders. Then for the sleeves, you're gonna work those in the round, starting at the armholes and going down, finishing off with this beautiful ribbing, and then you're gonna add some ribbing for the neckline. This sweater is designed to have 3 to 4 inches of positive ease. That just means that it's bigger than your body. So it's gonna give you that nice, relaxed, comfy, cozy fit that we all love so much. So this pattern is very easy to adjust depending on whom you are making it for. For more length on this design, you can just add more rounds before you begin your armhole. And if you would like bigger armholes, you can just make your front and your back panels larger. And then if you want more length on the sleeves, of course, just work more rounds before you get to the crochet ribbing on your sleeves. To make this gorgeous design, we used our beautiful Dewy DK yarn. It's one of our original beloved yarn bases. It's very soft, it's very bouncy. It is wonderful for cardigans and pullovers. And so Allyn used our Evergreen colorway, and then this version used our copper color. But we have all kinds of colors and we rotate through them constantly. So when you go to the site, if you don't see something that absolutely lights your heart up, just send us a message. We probably have that available and we can get it listed for you. This yarn is hand dyed with love by our amazing team of dyers. And one thing I did want to mention is that an option for you when you're working a single color like this on a project with hand dyed yarn, you can alternate skeins every 2 to 3 rows for an overall even look. Totally don't have to do that, but you can, and we do have a video demonstrating how easy it is to do that if you would like to have a watch. Before we dive into all my best tips on how to choose colors that you love for your projects or for people that you're making them for, be sure to head on over to expressionfiberarts.com and download the pattern and get the yarn, and sign up for email and text updates while you're there for weekly free knit and crochet patterns. And I am giving away 10 skeins of our beautiful Dewy DK yarn. So if you would love to enter, just make sure that you're subscribed to our YouTube channel and comment the word sweater below. Today we're going to talk about color. I get asked all the time, Shandy, how do you choose colors for your yarns, for the patterns, for the outfits that you wear in your videos and your photos? Admittedly, I am a little bit obsessed with color, so I am so excited to share my secrets with you today. How do you choose the best color for your projects, either for you or for someone else? Because let's be honest, it can take some time to make beautiful sweaters, cardigans, whatever we're making, and yes, we love it. We love the process, and we want to make sure that we absolutely adore the finished piece and actually want to wear it. Since I do love color so much and color theory and how color affects our mood, I could go on for days. But today I'm going to focus on 3 aspects that I think are really going to help you nail down which colors that you should use in your project. The first thing, find your season. I think we have all been in this situation where we spent all this time making this beautiful project and it fit great, the yarn felt delicious, and we loved it in every other way, but the color was just not lighting our heart up. So to prevent this, I highly recommend that you find your season. If you don't know your season, look up Color Me Beautiful. It's a book I read way back in the day. The book basically breaks down different color palettes as seasons. So spring, summer, autumn, and winter, and then subcategories within those. So for example, I'm a soft autumn. So there's a soft autumn palette. I can see all the colors that are going to look best on me, like dusty roses, browns, creams, sage greens. And so you're going to mostly see me wearing those colors because they light me up and I feel better in them. So once you find your palette, you're going to have your little color palette and you're going to know which colors look best on you. Now, if this feels restrictive or you don't want to do it, just toss it out the window. Totally don't. I find that it is helpful to have this focus and this palette so that you can base the clothes that you buy in your wardrobe on that and the items that you make. Cardigans versus pullovers versus, your accessories like scarves and shawls. It's going to give you a focus so that everything matches and you're gonna get way more use out of the items that you make. I wanna talk more about color palettes when you're making a project. So I know this project was made all in a solid color, but let's say you wanna make it striped, or you're making another project that uses multiple colors in one project. I have a fun little tip for you that is gonna guarantee you're gonna love your color selection and you don't even have to think about color theory. When I'm starting a new project or anything in life that requires colors, I like to go to Pinterest and type in color palette or summer color palette or muted color palette, whatever you're looking for, and scroll until you find a color palette that lights your heart up. As you're shopping for yarn, whether in person or online, take pictures of the yarn or screen capture it if it's digital and pull those pictures into that same program next to the palette of colors that were your starting point. This is going to pretty much guarantee that you are going to love the colors that you've chosen and you're going to feel fabulous in your final project. Also, when creating a color palette and thinking about how to use that in your project, you might want to think about color percentages. So for example, darker or more muted colors tend to recede a little bit. So you could use a greater percentage of those in your project and it would look just lovely. But brighter colors like yellow or orange, those are going to dominate and really boom, in your face. So you might consider using a smaller percentage of those. Totally up to you, of course. But I like to actually resize the photos in the app to indicate what percentage of this color is going to be in my finished project. Third thing you're gonna find really helpful is to make a little gauge swatch. Yes, of course, we know this. It's gonna help you get gauged to make sure your item fits. It's gonna show you how the fabric moves and drapes and flows, so you can guarantee you like that, but also because of the color. Even if you are just making a solid colored project like this one, I still recommend you work a little swatch of your intended color in this stitch pattern so that you can take it to your wardrobe and compare and ask yourself, honestly, what am I gonna wear this with? So if it's a cardigan and you see, oh, I actually don't have anything that's going to look good with this texture and this color, maybe pivot, maybe turn that into a pullover that you can wear with jeans, or make it into a hat or a shawl or what have you. Or if you're creating a multiple color project, you're going to really be able to guarantee that you love those actually worked together and in the percentages that you decided you wanted to use them in. For example, if you're making a project and it's 80% aqua, 10% pink, 10% yellow, and you make a little swatch and you take it to your closet, you're going to be able to see, what actually am I going to wear this with? It can be really helpful. This way, when you do make your beautiful project and you spend all those weeks, sometimes months, and sometimes years making it, that you are going to love it so much. It's going to fill your heart with so much joy. You're going to get so much use out of it, and it's going to give you so much confidence to then go on and make so many more beautiful projects that you know you're going to wear and love. And I really feel knowing all of this and keeping it in mind is really going to help your crafting become more intentional, more purposeful, and thus more enjoyable. All right, my beautiful friend, I hope those color tips were super helpful for you and that you love this beautiful new Allyn pattern and its sister pattern, Aelinn. You can download both at expressionfiberarts.com, and while you're there, check out all of our hundreds of other beautiful knit and crochet patterns. I hope you love them so much, and I hope you have an amazing week. I'm gonna see you next week with another new design. Bye!